Hey, this is Ramon Ray, editor of Smart Hustle Magazine. We're at South by Southwest 2017 at the Dell Experience. Thanks for being with us today, Jean-Ann Booth. And the name of your company, Jean-Ann?
The name of the company is Unaliwear. So Unali is actually Cherokee for friend, and our watch is a Kanega watch, which is Cherokee for speak. So we're the friend who speaks to you.
Great. And tell us, what is Unaliwear? When I was seeing your pitch today, as it were, it was really amazing. I liked it. I mean, it's like kind of the non-tech tech company. Tell us a bit more of who it's for and why is it so important?
Well, if you like the company and you like the pitch, you can thank my mom, because It's actually from my mom. When she was turning 80, she wasn't willing to wear today's emergency alert products because my mom was a model. Yes. And the emergency alert products tend to be ugly, socially stigmatizing, and there's no way that my mom, the model, is going to wear them. So I ended up building this watch to help her extend her independence with dignity. And it allows her it provides support for falls, for medication reminders, and a guard against wandering with Guide Me Home assistance.
Wow. And you're a seasoned entrepreneur, as I understand. You've created, what, 50 companies, was it?
No, not 50.
I round off well.
Yeah, really. So this is actually my fourth one. Two of my companies have sold, yeah.
Good for you. So can you give advice to those who are out there in the Smart Hustle community? You know, definitely most of them probably don't have your experience, or mine for that matter, but they're starting out. They want to grow their business. They're in the hustle. In general, just what's your advice to that person who's dreaming, who's thinking? So let's talk to the first group will be, I haven't started yet, but I want to start. Let's address that group first. Any advice or tips for them? You know?
Just do it. I mean, and really, it's even for the first group and the second group, my advice is pretty much the same. Find something that you're very passionate about, right? I'm very passionate about extending independence with dignity for millions of people, including my mom. Yeah. First, my mom. Yes, yeah. And then do it. And the other piece is that you have to be tenacious. You can't give up. And you know, so sometimes I talk to some of my entrepreneurs and I'm like, hey, I'm stubborn. And they're like, you're not stubborn. Well, actually, I kind of am. I'm seriously tenacious then. All right, fine.
Right. Sounds a little better. Okay, good. And for the business who has grown a bit, maybe they've been a year in business, 2-3 years in business, I know the principles are the same, but is there any difference that you're finding? You know, they've grown, they're seasoned. The direct money day-to-day is not so much of a problem. Anything they need to watch out for, be aware of as they're now growing?
If you're leading that business that's growing, you know, first of all, woohoo, right? Yes, because all of your problems are first world problems, and so there's no better place to be. But I think the thing to watch out for and the thing to stay engaged with is, you know, as you're growing that business, what are you doing culturally? What are you doing to keep everybody true to the mission, to the purpose, to the things that made you actually start that company, right, and the vision that you guys are executing to? So, you know, you can kind of fall into the, you know, how much did I sell today? What are my buyers saying? Right. But that's not it. It's really, okay, I sold this, but why did I sell it? And what is it that I'm doing that's making the world a better place?
And my last question, it seems like maybe companies are in phases. Phase one, in a way, you're trying to just get the money in the door. As it were, it seems like a phase two, I'm just interpreting as you now need to start building the company. Does that kind of make sense, or? You know? Well,
actually, in today's world, phase two comes first.
Okay, that's a good point. Okay, good point.
So you end up having to bootstrap something somehow, and so for your audience, I will tell you this. So when you're trying to build something and you're in that bootstrapping phase and you're, you know, in that position where you're
invoices and just checks clearing and all that,
and you're not quite getting what you want, and you're asking yourself every day, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing? Is this what I want to do? You know, you need to kind of check in with yourself and say, if I wasn't doing this, would I be doing something else? And do I really believe that this is what it is that I have to do? And so in starting Unaliwear, regardless of my previous successes, you know, I put enough money into everything that I was 2 weeks away from bankruptcy before we got our first investor dollars.
Okay.
2 weeks.
That's hustle.
That's hustle. And tenacity.
Right. Very nice. And one more time, tell us your full name of the company you're with.
Jean-Ann Booth with Unaliwear, building a wearable OnStar for people.
And I'm Ramon Ray, editor of Smart Hustle Magazine at South by Southwest at the awesome Dell Experience.